So a few days ago, I was walking the YouTube circuit looking for goofballs I could harness my skills against. And I found a beauty. Check out this guy's introduction.
I've probably been an MMA fan longer than you, Kaioshin. How do I know this? Well, unless you were one of the 30 people that ordered UFC 1, you haven't been in it as long as me.
Well, congratulations, you rotund warlock. I mean, your ancestors must be so proud that you haven't been affected by evolution. I mean, you look like a fucking beach whale on its way to a fucking Viking convention. But far be it from me to digress into the ad hominem fallacy. But I just couldn't resist it. I mean, your appearance is quite literally laughable. Let me hear you out. Let's hear what you gotta say. Go on.
With Pride, I believe in Pride you could knee downed opponents, and I know there was one other one. Oh, you could stomp on guys in Pride, if I'm not mistaken.
So, coming from somebody who claims to have been watching MMA since the Dark Ages, no pun intended, you seem a bit confused, a bit tongue-tied on the rule set of Pride. It's not a good start, Fed, so what else you gotta say? Come on, give me something to walk with, come on.
Now we come to the biggest Fedor fanboy farce of all time. In 2006, he fights a 40-plus-year-old Mark Coleman. Then he moves on to Mark Hunt in the New Year's Eve of 2006. Now, Mark Hunt has an impressive 6-7 record at the moment, and when he fought Fedor, he was not that far in his Pride career and was coming off of a loss. How do you get a title shot and come off of a loss?
So now you actually have the audacity to question Mark Coleman's legitimacy as an opponent based on his age, despite the fact that in his last 8 fights he was 7-1. Fucking believable. And as for Mark Hunt, you may have had a point, except if you'd actually done some fucking research, you would know that Josh Barnett was originally scheduled to face Fedor, but unfortunately got injured. So Mark Hunt was a late replacement, and if I remember correctly, it was a pretty competitive fight. So, what else you got?
Then Fedor moves on to Matt Lindland in Bodog after the UFC bought Pride. So he fights Matt Lindland in 2007. But I don't consider Matt Lindland Matt Lindland hasn't beat anyone.
Firstly, yes, you're correct. Matt Lindland isn't the kind of caliber opponent we'd expect Fedor to fight in the prime of his career. However, saying Matt Lindland hasn't beaten anybody is completely fucking bogus. The guy's beaten 2 former UFC champions in Pat Miletich and Carlos Newton. Jesus Christ, man. You say you're a fucking MMA expert. I'm waiting for some fucking goods here. What else you got?
Then it gets even worse. He moves on to Tim Sylvia in Affliction. Tim Sylvia is not even top 25 heavyweight in the world.
Gets even worse. You're fucking kidding me. Tim Sylvia, when he fought Fedor, is on the top 5 heavyweights at the time. He's coming up with less than Nogueira for the interim heavyweight championship. You have to be at least top 5 to even be in a title fight, you fucking dipshit. What else you got?
Then he loses to Fabrico.
What the fuck? What did you just say? He loses to who?
Fabrico.
Fabrico? So Fedor loses to Fabrico. Okay, man. Okay. Carry on.
Fedor is a farce. Pride was legitly carrying him for years. Why everyone still thinks Fedor is the best in the world or one of the best of all time is just laughable to me.
Well, I guess when you put it like that, maybe you're right. maybe Fedor is a first. I mean, going undefeated for 10 years. It's probably not all that impressive, is it? Yeah, I guess Fedor is a first. You fucking kidding me? He went undefeated for 10 years. He beat everybody in front of him, with the exception of 3 people. And then it was Fabricio Doom. You know, he just jumped into his guy and he got caught. He was lucky. He was pretty fucking lucky. He got a bit there. Then he fought Bigfoot. He was too big for him. He was fucking Bigfoot. And then Dan Henderson fight. Herb Dean stopped the fight too early. He was gonna get back up. He was gonna get back up. He's not a fast. He's undefeated for 10 years. You fucking cocksucker.